Right next to me is the most affordable minivan that you could buy from Honda. This is the 2025 Honda Odyssey EXL. Now, just because this vehicle is affordable, does that actually make it worth it? And are minivans still like they were before, or have they evolved? In this video, I'll be taking you through everything about this vehicle, and let's answer that question together. Is it worth it? Now, what are the price ranges of the Honda Odyssey? Well, they start at $42,000 and go up to $53,000, and then a little more depending on options. The one I have right next to me is $42,000 MSRP, but with a white paint color, which is an extra $500, which is kind of odd. White paint's extra money. And then after dealer and destination fee, this vehicle comes out to be $44,000. Thank you to Liberty Honda in Hartford, Connecticut for allowing me to use this vehicle for the day. Their information will be linked down in the description below. Let's dive right into it and start off with the front, because this front actually amazes me. There is a lot of features. You have LED headlights, LED daytime running lights up here in this little part here. But now down below, you do have halogen turn signals. Again, you gotta, mix and match, whatever. But you do actually have LED fog lights down here, so that's pretty cool. The airflow for this engine is incredible. There is airflow up here, airflow there, and airflow down there. So all that is extra airflow for that engine. And this Honda badge is right front and center. Everyone knows that's a Honda, but that's not just a badge. Behind that is little electronic bits for the adaptive cruise control. So you don't want to get that scuffed at all or like run into anything, because that's going to be damaged. And I'm pretty sure if you do, yes, down below you do have little front parking sensors. So if I come close to you guys on the tripod, a camera, a cat, another human, it's gonna beep at me and say, hey, no, because it doesn't want you to hurt anything. Under the hood of the Odyssey, you would expect to be a lawnmower engine. It's a minivan. What do you really expect? No, they threw in a truck engine in this minivan. Yes, this is the same engine from the Honda Ridgeline. It's a 3.5 liter naturally aspirated V6 engine that's producing 280 horsepower and 262 foot-pounds of torque. This engine is more powerful than a lot of other cars on the road in a minivan. And all that power is going to both front wheels, because this vehicle only comes in front-wheel drive. That is the one complaint about the Odyssey. You cannot get in all-wheel drive. And it's going through a 10-speed automatic transmission, and this engine gives this vehicle an average of 22 miles to the gallon. On the top of the vehicle, there is no roof rails, but there is a small sunroof, mostly just for the driver there, not really for the passengers. These mirrors on the side have blind spot monitoring built in inside, actually. This will light up when a vehicle is coming in the side. So it's not actually in the mirror itself, but there is turn signals built in the mirror. And these are 19-inch alloy rims with all-season weather tires. Then with your keys in your hand or your pocket, you can come up here, hit this little button, and the vehicle will lock. Then what if you want to unlock it? Well, just hold your hand there and it automatically unlocks. The key fob of this vehicle actually blows me away, because it's smaller, black plastic, Honda badge there. It's whatever, kind of not that nice, but the features on this key fob make it up. It's more than luxury vehicles. So you have lock, unlock, typical type of stuff, but hold these two buttons here and those rear doors will slide open automatically. So imagine it's like this. So this way of the key fob is front, and this way with this silver trim is the back. So just hold that button there and that rear door will automatically open up. And same with this one. Hold that one, and that door will open up as well. So it automatically does it, and if you want to hold it again, it shuts it. It does take a few seconds to fully shut, but it's actually not bad. And you also do have an automatic trunk, so hit this button and the trunk will automatically open up. Now it does take a while, just like all the doors, but I guess that's a good safety feature, because you don't want to slamming into anyone that's going behind there. And hold it again and that will automatically shut. And yes, you do have remote start on this, so hit the lock when all doors are closed, hold that button, and the vehicle should automatically start up. Let's see. Yep, and there it goes. Now, how is the second and third row of the Honda Odyssey? We'll just pull this lever back and the door automatically opens up. It's actually a pretty slow moving door, and you're greeted to leather trimmed rear seats and third row seats, as well as front row seats. So it's not like any seat in any row is getting skimped out. It's all the same. This is the gray trim. You can get it with black as well. And just hold this lever, push that seat back to easily climb into the third row. Now, how is the third row? And I got to admit, it's not bad at all. Like, this is set far back, and I got enough legroom here. Got a little pocket. Headroom, is actually really decent because it's the same throughout the whole entire vehicle. So you actually have what? I have 3-4 inches. I'm 5'8", so I'm not the tallest, and I still got pretty good. And look at the seats. You can actually throw that back, and these recline. So they're already in the recline position right now. So I can just take a nap back here. But if you don't want the recline, you can just pull this lever up and put it into a, oh, does it not? Oh, there. So, and have it kind of straight up. Now, what amenities do you have in the third row? We actually have little coat hangers up here, a smaller window, you have some cup holders, a little spot to rest your arm, and a AC vent here. And on the other side, same type of stuff, but you do have a 12-volt power outlet. So you can charge an iPhone and charge different devices if you want, as well as some lights. Now, how do I get out of the third row? Well, you just pull this tab, hopefully no one's there because you don't want to squish them, and push this forward, grab onto the little handle here, and just climb out. And the second row gets even better because it's still comfortable. You have a little bit more leg room, a little storage pocket on both the front seats. Again, the same amount of headroom because it's still all the same roof throughout the whole thing. Grab handle here, little light, but also if you go over here, you have your own AC controls. So this vehicle is tri-zone climate control. The driver can have its own temperature, the passenger can, and the whole entire rear can. Well, I guess they all have to fight over it. So you just hit this button, turn it on, adjust it to exactly the temperature, hot or colder, whatever you want. Hit this up and down for the fan speed, as well as different modes like you have up front in every car. So bottom is going to be down here. It'll shoot air from over here and even underneath here for the third row passengers. And then you can go for, you know, up top as well, and that'll shoot out there. And, oh, sorry, there as well. The second row door is actually pretty cool because you really don't have an armrest here, but it's built into the seats. So you can just use that armrest, pull this down to pull the whole entire window down. It's not like the old, what's it called? The old minivans where like you could pop out the window, that whole thing comes down. You also have a sunshade to block. I don't know if I could really put that up right now, but to block the sun. So if you want to sleep in the back, you can do it. Cup holder spot there, a little extra storage to put items, as well as dual cup holders here, 2 USB Type-Cs, and look at that. You have a lot of legroom. So the middle seat passenger doesn't even have to manspread whatsoever. There's no hump here at all. Now, let's say you don't have anyone sitting here and you want to change this around. Well, you could pull this lever. Okay, if I could have to do it with 2 hands, but you have 3 cup holders there and a spot to put extra snacks. So you can be chilling in the back here, resting your arm. But what if you want to take this whole entire piece out? Well, you can just pull this lever and now lift this whole entire piece out. You can put this in your garage, put it in the trunk if you want to, and keep that. Now with the middle seat completely out, you got a whole entire track system for both these outboard seats. So pull this lever here and push that seat there. Now, instead of pulling that down, you can just simply climb into the third row. Or my absolute favorite is keeping this seat out and then coming in the third row, sitting in this middle seat, and now the amount of legroom I have, I can just spread out my whole legs. Open up the front door and you're greeted to a very practical door with a bunch of different materials. So you have soft touch plastic up here, hard touch there, this leather trim piece, and then more hard touch. But this is where it comes in handy because you have spot for drinks, snacks, all this type of stuff. And if you spill things, you can wash it. It's totally fine. And a speaker grill there, as well as 4 window controls. And I'm pretty sure they're all, yeah, 1 touch up and 1 touch down. As well as dual memory seat settings for the driver's seat. So if one person has all the way up here, one person has all the way there, then come in, hit that button, automatically sets them. Now, both these front seats are heated, leather trimmed bucket seats that actually hold you into place very well and are pretty comfortable. Now, the driver has power controls, forward and back, up, down, tilt, and lumbar controls. But let's see, does the passenger have the same controls? Do they have power or manual? Yeah, it's all power operated, even with lumbar controls. Now, sitting in the driver's seat, you turn the vehicle on with a push to start, and you agreed to a half digital, half analog gauge cluster. You could see the little screen right there, sorry for the glare, but that part is a screen, and that part's just an analog miles per hour. So what can the screen do here? Actually, quite a lot. So you see this little dial here, hit the home button, and scroll down with the dial. So you have tire pressure, safety support. You want nothing? Hey, you could just have nothing. Brightness, gauge settings. And my favorite feature, you know, of audio, phone, is seat belts. So right now, it'll show me that I'm not buckled. And if I want to go and buckle myself up, it'll show a green check mark there. So let's say, especially in a minivan like this, there's a third row. You're not going to be constantly looking back there while you're driving on the highway. So you can go and see if there's kids buckled or unbuckled in the back. And if they're unbuckled, you go yell at them. The steering wheel in this vehicle is leather trimmed. It's actually super comfortable to hold in the hand. It does not have heating controls, but it actually has paddle shifters on the back to change the gears. So yes, you can be driving a minivan, changing the gears manually like a sports car. It's actually kind of fun. Now, what are the settings over here? What are the buttons? Well, you have, left and right to change your music, volume up and down. That home button, that scroll wheel is what I showed you for that screen. And then you do have voice commands down here. This vehicle does have lane keep assist, adaptive cruise control, blind spot monitoring on the side, forward collision warning, rear collision warning, as well as backup cameras with moving trajectory lines. That, I'll be honest, it is not the clearest, but it definitely gets the job done. And you can actually go to different views if you want that. The touchscreen in this vehicle is absolutely impressive. It's an HD color touchscreen with wireless Android Auto, wireless Apple CarPlay, and it has so much stuff built in. You have Sirius XM radio, you have a compass, you actually have cabin talk. What is cabin talk? Well, if you have kids in the third row that have their headphones in or they're not paying attention, you could use this microphone up here to amplify your sound to play in the back. So to get their attention, you can start yelling at them if you want. And what's pretty cool is how this home screen can actually be customized. So I want Apple CarPlay to be, let's say, the top here. I can scroll all the way to here and put it at the top. Just like your iPhone or your Android, how you can customize the home screen, you could do that in this car and hit done, as well as customize this little electronic hotbar down here. So if I want Apple CarPlay to be up top there, I can just do the same. Bring it right there, boop, and now I can just easily hit it and go to Apple CarPlay. And you also have physical buttons on the side. So I love how they have digital controls and physical. So home, back, volume up and down, and forward and back for your music. Below the touchscreen, there's physical AC controls. Yes, Honda, we love physical controls. And they're so easy to use. Just hot, cold, shows the exact temperature there. Fan speed up or down. It's dual zone, well actually tri-zone because the rear has its own climate, but the driver can set it to be the Sahara Desert and the passenger can set it to be the Arctic if they want to. So let's actually do that. So one can be hot and the other one can be cold. You do have buttons for your gear shifter because there's no actual gear shifter or lever in this vehicle. A lot of people don't like that, but with taking it out, there's so much extra storage here to put different things. Look at that. I could put a whole picnic basket if I want to there. You have dual heated seats, your auto start stop, snow mode, and eco mode down there. And you have a USB Type-C, USB-A port, and a 12-volt outlet port. Again, the amount of storage there is absolutely incredible. And if I can actually, there's more storage down there. So you could hide stuff and no one will know about it. Here, you have dual cup holders, a wireless charging pad to charge your phone. And look at this. Open that up and you have even secret storage. So you could hide so many things in there and no one will know. And up top, you do have a sunroof, which will pull back that sunshade and then hit that button. And the sunroof opens up. And now it's not the biggest sunroof, but you can stick your whole body up there. The rear of the vehicle is definitely a lot different than the front to just the cutoff. It's just a block in the back where the front's actually smooth and nice. It's just straight down. Now you have LED taillights in the back, but you do have halogen turn signals. Just like the front as well, the LED and halogen, it's similar. Honda badge right front and center. Odyssey badge down here, but no EXL, no trim badge on that side. It's just blank, so no one knows exactly what trim you're driving, which I guess is a good thing. And then you have some little design pieces down here, makes it look a little bit more sporty and aggressive. Then up top, you have a wiper blade, a massive rear windshield. This is absolutely massive. I'll show you in there how it looks from the rear. And then you have a little lip spoiler up top and a third brake light. And I just learned there is no rear parking sensors. I do not know why. Why is there some on the front but not the rear? That's kind of odd to me. And then if you look down below, you have one exhaust tip over there. This is my favorite part of all my videos because I get to see if I can fit in the trunk. And the Honda Odyssey is very cool because it has something called magic seats. So these seats can fold in here to make it completely flat so you could throw a Christmas tree in here if you want to. But with the seats up, you actually have very deep amount of storage. Like, look at that. I know I'm 5'8", I'm not tall whatsoever, but I'm comfortably laying here. I could just take a blanket, a pillow, and actually sleep in the back. It's kind of nice. You have a little extra storage down here, over here, and also on this side, as well as a 12-volt cigarette outlet port, so you can plug in a phone and charge it. So if you want to camp out in the back here, you could do that. But let's see the Honda or the Magic seats, how they work. So you pull this little tab down. I'm pretty sure you just yank it, right? Yeah, and then put that, okay, make sure you undo the seatbelt before you do that, but I guess it works. And do the same with this side. Just choom, choom. And it was just 1-2 hands, easy. Again, probably a kid can do it if you give a little bit of force. And now I can just lay in here, put a mattress, sleep in here, as well as taking these seats, or sorry, the middle seat out. So like I showed you earlier, this middle seat can come completely out, and then these can just fold down, push forward. And so you can have even more storage in here if you want to. And now you're probably wondering, well, where is the spare tire? Because it's not under here, it's not under the vehicle, it's actually in the second row. Yes, I didn't talk about this when I was in the second row, but if you come over here, it's the most odd spot, but it kind of works. It is this little secret latch you can actually lift up if I can do this. To be honest, it's kind of hard, but taking this middle seat out would be easier. And if you see there, there's a spare tire. Now, taking the 2025 Honda Odyssey EXL out on the road, how does this vehicle feel? It actually feels really good. It's smooth. It's just a chill ride. It is a big vehicle, and you definitely do feel like you're driving a big vehicle, but it's just chill. The gear changes is super smooth in this vehicle. You just glide over, I'm gonna hit a pothole right here, and you hit it, you feel it, but you just kind of glide right over it. It's nothing like a luxury car, but it definitely does better than other vehicles I've been in that you nail it and you can feel the potholes. The steering response is pretty good, and you get thrown around. Again, it's a very bubblier ride. It's not a sports car where it's stiff suspension, so you do get thrown around. The seat does actually a very good job holding you into place. And when you step on it, you actually get kicked back. The 280 horsepower V6 engine is a pretty good kick. It's nothing crazy, but it does its job. Now, overall, what do we think about this vehicle? Well, I like it. I do like it. I mean, I grew up, my mom had a minivan. It was like a Dodge minivan, I think, growing up, and it just was something special about it. It just was fun. You know, going all the way in the back. It's like you're in the back of the bus as a kid. It's a fun blast, and especially driving one now, I could see myself in the future having a family, taking one out. You get by that stereotype of, oh, it's a minivan, it's for moms and stuff. It's really not. These are fun, practical vehicles that have a lot of features to them, more features than other vehicles, really any other vehicle out there, certainly the Magic Seats and stuff. It is so impressive what Honda has done with this vehicle, and I truly like it. And for the price point of just over $40,000, yeah, it's a little pricey, but it's nothing crazy. If you want to take a family, if you have a family of 6 people, totally fine. But the real question is, what do you think about this vehicle? Do you like it, or do you absolutely hate it? And do you think it's worth the $44,000? Hey, be honest, let me know in the comments below. And please remember to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell to keep updated with more content. And a huge thank you to Liberty Honda of Hartford, Connecticut for allowing me to use this vehicle for the day. Their information will be linked down in the description below.